Hello everyone, welcome to another Concord and Victory interview. I'm here with Sven, CEO and founder of Xantus. A large problem we have nowadays is the spiking of drinks in bars, in clubs. And Sven and his wife has invented a product and a various line of products to help fight against this. So Sven, tell me about how you started Xantus, what inspired you?
Okay, thank you for questions, first of all. So we found Xantus 2019, and the reason for that was that we had a kind of issue at a party with a friend of us. She got date rape drugged, and we were so unhappy and so confused that there is no product out there in the market that was in 2019 to prevent people against date rape drugging in drinks. So that led us to invent such a product, and that's also our main focus on our company's product development. So I studied chemistry and business administration and economics, so I had also like the background when it comes to the chemistry side to develop this kind of bracelet with a partner of us, and yeah, that was the start of the bracelet.
Can you explain how Xantus Drink Safe works and what makes it different from other drink safety tools in the market?
So our chemistry is detecting the functional groups on the specific substance, like we call it GHB. And that is the reason why we can detect like this GHB in different kind of drinks. Like it works in cola, it works in non-alcoholic drinks, in alcoholic drinks, in like drinks with a lot of cream inside, because we're tested for these functional groups, and that makes our product, our bracelet, outstanding when you compare it with other products in the market.
Very nice. How has the market responded to this product since its launch? And what challenges have you personally and your team faced when releasing this product?
So, as I said, we began in 2019, and with our partner DM, that's one of the biggest retail stores what we have here in Germany. And we started like very basic in their online shop. We had no own online shop, so we said back in the days, okay, we will try the online business first, and then we were sold out within 24 and 48 hours twice. And that was the starting point that DM said to us, okay, let's try it in the retail stores. And we had this big rollout in the retail stores in Germany that was over 1,800 like offline stores. And we are listed in DM since then. Then Müller, that's the second biggest one we have in Germany. They came like 3-4 years ago. And so we started developing the bracelet into that market, and the response from the market were pretty awesome, because like the end consumer, they were told by us to say, okay, here's a product where you can prevent date rape drugging in drinks. You can test like very quickly in every drink, and it's very easily. You have the bracelet on your wrist. You don't have to figure out where I can put it when I go out. So our customers, they love our product. And since 1.5 years, we are planning to roll out in the US. And to be honest, the US is a whole different kind of market than when you compare it to Germany. And it's a lot bigger as well.
And what kind of steps are you taking to raise awareness about drink safety and ensure Xantus Drink Safe reaches those who need it most?
So we have different kind of things what we do. The main part is the whole social media thing. So we try to tell the people what is out there, like different kind of substances, what is the most used substance and why is it used, mostly GHB out there. We try to tell the people like more about like how they can prevent themselves, etc. And that's through the whole social media channels what we have, especially like Instagram and TikTok. We do a lot of TikTok videos. We have like some kind of like content creation team what we have intern here in the firm, and they are producing like this social awareness thing when it comes to the bracelet.
And where do you see Xantus in the next 5 years, or are there any new innovations on the horizon?
Yeah, so we try to built up like a kind of night safe portfolio. So we don't have only the bracelets. We have also like a quick alcoholic test where you can test your alcohol breath, if you can safely drive a car or not. We have like this kind of drink covers where you could put a silicone drink cover over your glass. And in 5 years, I want to establish the product very stable in the US. So we want to deliver Walmart, CVS, Costco. We also try to get into the British market, but that's kind of more difficult than the US. When it's very, very funny because like we producing the bands here in Germany and in the US. It's like more difficult to get a foot into the British market than into the US market. But that's the 5-year goal, to establish like a good supply chain all over the world in the most biggest market what we have for Xantus.
So obviously Xantus is in Germany at the minute. How much more common is drink spiking in Germany than the US, or is it the other way around?
That is hard to say, because there are also like this gray number. So when it comes to the statistics, we have just like 700 cases in a year here in Germany. That's nothing. But when you understand how the statistics are working, that means you have to got spiked in the bar, then you have to take the drink with you into the hospital. The hospital has to test you for GHB, and this test you have to pay by yourself, and then you have to go to the police, and all the steps what you have to take to get up into to be in the statistic, that is so unpractical. That's the reason why these official numbers are so low. We probably say that the gray numbers here in Germany are 6 digits. That means between 500 and 900, maybe up to 1 million, like victims a year. When it comes to the US, even more, because the market is a lot bigger, and obviously there are more people.
And you mentioned that you have to go through this process without the bracelet of the police, the hospital, the testing. What would someone do if they had the bracelet? What would they do after, if they realize that their drink was spiked?
So first of all, they don't drink the drinks. We had some feedback from the market, so we saved till today like 22 lives. So 22 people, they come afterwards. They tested the drink. That is okay. I got probably drink spike. Got to know that I had that bracelet on me. That's the main thing, probably.
And in your market, do you have much competition, or is there a big competitor you're against? Or
so we have one big competitor that is called Zip Chip. They also come from the US, but they have like a test on enzymes. I don't know how to say that in English. It's like more into the details, but that one test costs $7 to $8, and we are selling 2 bands here in Germany, also in the US, 2 bands, 4 tests for $550. So we are more or less when it comes to the end price to when you compare it with our competitors.
And Sven, what's the issue with the market in the UK? You mentioned that it's more difficult to get into the UK. Why is that?
That's actually a good question. I have no clue. Maybe our network is better in the US. I don't know. We tried 2 times to get the foot into the British market, but the export cost, or especially the import cost when it comes to the Brexit, the end price for a band is probably too high for the end consumer. So what we try to figure out is when we just build a new machine, fully automatic machine, which produces the bands, to decrease the cost per band, and then we will try it again.
And when you were producing and developing, designing, did you come into any problems that blocked your way?
Always. You have problems 24 hours a day. Not only with the bands, it's with medias, when some, I don't know, newspapers are just like writing something about the band, because they're always saying, okay, it's not 100% test, yeah, but no test in the whole world is like a 100% safe, and that's kind of always a mess. We have also like some troubles with the German politics. They don't see that as a problem, drink spiking, and that's always the same since 5 years. When we see like an article which are writing about the bracelet, it's like some are very positive things, some of the article is very negative, and we always try to tell the people then through all social media. We link the article, we say, okay, when it comes to this negative parts, why is it so, why is it not possible to have a 100% test? So we are trying to take this stitch points out of the articles and try to give more social awareness through videos. That's the thing what we handle this way.
And you mentioned this chemical that you're testing for, THB, did you say?
Yeah.
Are the bracelets only designed for that chemical, or are there others that in the area that might be dangerous to someone that these bracelets can also test for?
So we are testing specifically for GHB because it's the most common, the most used date rape drugs when it comes to the effects. So when you take GHB, or when you get spiked by GHB, the substance is just in your body within between 6 and 8 hours. And then when you're at the hospital cannot test it anymore, because your body is also producing the substance in a very, very tiny percentage. When it comes to the other roofies, that's the what's the umbrella term, roofies for date rape drugging. That's kind of like sleeping pills, yeah. But when you talk to the victims which got date rape drugged, they all telling you the same thing. They drank the drink. They felt like within 10 to 15 minutes very, very dizzy. They can't remember anything about the last evening, and that's all like how GHB works. No Rohypnol, no other substance, no ketamine, for example. And we, couple of years ago, we tried this black market by ourselves. We just bought the substances here in Germany just to test which kind of substances is in the market out there, and that was like 95% GHB.
Interesting, yeah.
And also GHB is very, very cheap to produce by yourself.
Are there any other things that we should consider, and in the future, if these bans do come into the UK, are there any things that we should consider as people coming into like areas where they might be spiked? Are there any things we should do potentially if we are not able to have these bans?
Don't take drinks from foreign people. Just when you're thirsty and you get your drink, do empty it right away. Don't go on the toilet and just put your drink, or go to the bathroom, just put your drink on the bar side and come back after a couple of minutes. That's the most common ways to protect yourself against this kind of date rape drugging. And also, like, when you go out with friends. Yeah, not to be alone. And I think when you just like follow these kind of rules, you are more safe than other people.
Thank you very much for coming to talk to us, Sven. It's really interesting hearing about this product and the upcoming market.
Thank you.